Hey, what's up guys? So for yesterday's giveaway, I said we were giving away 20 death touch arts and 4 billion. So I will announce the winner at the end of this video, and please do not spoil it guys, or Phil will teleport you to 50 wilderness and he will teleblock you. Okay, so the giveaway for this video is 15 death touch arts and 6 billion. So if you comment your in-game name below, you could win this money. So people want a full money making guide, and in a little bit I'll give you some of my money making methods that I came up with. But if someone could make a forum guide, then Midic could make a video about money making. Otherwise, mine's pretty good as well. So alright, let's get into it. So there are two types of money making the way I see it guys. There is a constant money making, and then there's rare money making. So rare money making would include getting Hydrix shard from implings, which is about 2 bill per hour. And another rare money making method would be raids, which people can get like a few billion per hour on average or more. So these are not constant money making methods guys. A constant money maker would be skilling rocks, which is about 500 to 600 mil per hour. And another constant money making method would be a lot of the bosses, which are 200 to 300 mil per hour. So it all depends on what your gear is. So if you get really fast kills, then you could definitely get more than 300 mil per hour. So the 300 mil per hour you see is actually calculated assuming you have a rune crossbow, but the coral crossbow is 50% faster, so you could potentially get 450 mil per hour with the coral crossbow guys. And since quickfire is 3 times faster than the rune crossbow, you could potentially get 900 million per hour just from bandos. So I was testing Scythe of Vitter, and it seems like Scythe of Vitter has 2 times as much DPS as quickfire. So my money making guide would be in this order guys. So first you should get your stats to max with slash bash so you can get turmoil prayers, and then second you want to get the coral crossbow from the king sand crab guys. It is a lot better than the carapace dagger. And then third you want to go to god wars and kill bandos, skill for skilling rocks, and also attend drop parties to make your first few billions. Okay, and then fourth step, you want to get a lot of that money, and then you want to buy vanguard, death cape, and ring of wealth E. So this will only cost you about 4 billion. So fifth, now you got to try and do raids with other people, maybe corporal beast or queen black dragon. So just to try and do some harder things guys. And then sixth, instead of coral crossbow, try to get the Tazar rapier, which is about 20 bill. Otherwise try to get the quickfire, which is about 40 bill. But yeah, if you guys follow my guide, you'll be making 200 mil in the beginning, but by the end you should be making 1 bill or more per hour. And I think that the most important item you could probably get is the Scythe of Vitter, since it has really good DPS. And yeah, the scythe is really good on large monsters, but you guys probably already know that. So you could use it on Ceramic Jad, Gabi, or Corporal Beast, which are really good profit. So what I can tell is your DPS is about 200 with Rune Crossbow, 400 with Coral Crossbow, 600 with Quickfire, and 1200 with Scythe of Vitter. So if you have the Scythe of Vitter, it's like 6 times better than Rune Crossbow, and if you have a Quickfire, it's like 3 times better than Rune Crossbow. Alright, so next news guys, just kidding, it's actually story time. So we used to have an admin named Steve, and he was basically the best admin, answering all the questions and being active all the time. Then one day there was a girl in Australia who began playing our game, and as some girls do, they log in and try and start a relationship with an admin or owner. In fact, she got me in a Skype call within the first few days of playing. So she turned on her camera and was telling me she was homeschooled, but I wasn't terribly interested, so we only talked once. But then she was talking to Steve and they began hanging out a whole lot. You guys aren't gonna believe it, but this girl was with Steve literally years ago, so they didn't actually meet through Anarchy guys. They said they split up and they were getting back together. Then one day a player named Sophia logged in, and Steve explains that Sophia is their kid basically. So now on Anarchy we have a couple with a kid, and they're all playing Anarchy as a family. So Sophia would follow me speaking like a little baby, and also would follow her dad Steve saying things like, "What does this do daddy?" And he is saying things like, "My little baby girl," and "Time to tuck her in." So it's kind of whack when such a young kid played, I thought, but I'm like, this is not really a safe environment for kids probably, especially if they can't speak English. So you guys are probably not going to believe this, but we began investigating because staff were a little bit skeptical to say the least, and I was totally convinced of the entire story the entire time, although I thought it was pretty weird. But anyway, so it turns out Sophia was actually Steve. So Steve was multi-logging with Sophia and basically talking to himself with one account that kept misspelling everything and saying daddy over and over. It was one of the most hilarious things looking back on it. So the reason we found out they were lying is Steve said he lived with the Australian girl, but the Australian girl was in Australia and Steve lived in the UK. So it's pretty easy detective work guys. I'm surprised we didn't find out sooner. All we had to do was just see the IP addresses and we could see where they live. But you know, if you're scared that we could see where you live exactly, it's pretty hard to tell where you live with an IP address. So we can only tell like kind of what city you're in. But anyway guys, this is the end of the video. So we're going to select a winner for the 20 death touch arts and 4 bill from last video. So will it be a staff member guys? I kind of trolled you guys last video and I got some staff members pretty excited when I said a staff member won, but you guys are not going to believe who won this video. Oh my god guys, oh my god, is Zillip won the video. Congratulations bro. Alright, so be sure to comment once again for the giveaway for this next video, and we're giving away 15 death touch arts and 6 bill. So yeah.